Have you ever wondered why some people in their 70s can still climb stairs without holding on, speak fluently, and remember the names of their great-grandchildren clearly? While others of the same age struggle to walk, feel constantly fatigued, and seem to withdraw more and more each day? It's not just luck, and it's not entirely genetics either. The difference lies in very small things. Abilities that seem ordinary, but are actually golden indicators that you're aging slowly, healthily, and full of vitality. In today's video, I'll share 5 remarkable abilities. If you still have them at age 70, then congratulations, you're not aging like most of your peers. These abilities not only reflect outstanding physical and mental health, but they also serve as a roadmap to help you extend your lifespan, maintain independence, and enjoy each day more fully. And if there's something you feel you've lost, don't be discouraged. The wonderful truth is, all of these abilities can be regained, starting with small daily actions. Join me on a journey to discover the 5 golden abilities of life after 70. Through real stories, expert advice, and simple exercises, you can begin today. Because sometimes, just one small change a day can bring you an entire decade of healthier, more vibrant living. Are you ready? Let's see how many of these you still have, and which one you'll start reclaiming tomorrow. USC Ability 1, you can stand up from a chair without using your hands. Imagine you're sitting in a comfy armchair in your living room. There's no one around to help you up, no armrest to push against, no cane nearby, just your legs and your body. If you can still rise from a seated position without using your hands or wobbling, then congratulations. You're holding on to one of the most important indicators that your body is still functioning strongly, aging more slowly than most people your age. That's exactly the case with Robert, a 73-year-old retired aerospace engineer living in Colorado. During a routine health check, the doctor asked him to try standing up from a chair without using his hands. Robert did it effortlessly. The doctor nodded, impressed, and said, "Not only have you maintained muscle strength, but you also have excellent neuromuscular coordination and balance. That's a very good sign for your next 10 years. You may not know this. According to a study in the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy, over 60% of people over age 70 cannot stand up from a chair without using their hands. And this isn't just about inconvenience. It's an early signal of musculoskeletal decline, balance loss, and a predictor of falls, hospitalizations, and loss of independent living. You can try this right now. Sit on a chair, cross your arms over your chest, and try standing up without using your hands or pushing against your knees. If you can do it, great. Keep exercising to maintain this ability for as long as possible. If you find it difficult, don't worry, start slowly. Each morning, before breakfast, try doing 3 to 5 no-hands sit-to-stands. You may wobble at first, but after 2 to 3 weeks, you'll notice a difference. Because being able to stand without your hands, it's not just about muscles. It's a symbol of freedom, independence, and dignity. Hold on to it. Don't let it slip away quietly. And if you still have this ability, comment below, "I can still stand without my hands," and inspire others to keep practicing too. Ability 2, you can walk and talk at the same time without stopping. Have you ever noticed an older friend walking and chatting only to suddenly stop mid-sentence? Not because they forgot the words, but because they needed to catch their breath? If you can still walk at a normal pace and carry on a coherent conversation without gasping for air or losing your rhythm, then you possess one of the silent abilities doctors consider a top indicator of overall health and longevity. Let me tell you about Gloria, 76, who lives in the suburbs of Atlanta, Georgia. Every morning, she takes a walk with her neighbor, Mary Ann, a widow a few years older. One morning, Gloria realized, while she was still chatting enthusiastically about last night's soup, Mary Ann had slowed down, gone silent, and was breathing heavily. Gloria stopped. "I didn't think walking and talking was a big deal," she said, "until I realized not everyone my age can still do it." And it's true. According to research from the Mayo Clinic, the ability to walk and talk at the same time reflects the brain's blood flow, cardiovascular strength, and neural coordination. When the body starts to decline, multitasking ability is often one of the first things to fade. Even if you still feel fine, People who can no longer maintain this simple habit are at higher risk of stroke, cognitive decline, and loss of independence within the next 5–10 years. This isn't meant to alarm you, but to inspire action. So, what can you do? Starting tomorrow, pick a short path. It could be the hallway in your home or the garden in your backyard. As you walk, read a short poem aloud or talk to someone nearby. If you find yourself needing to stop and breathe, don't worry. Practice a little more each day. The brain is a miraculous organ. It will relearn this ability if you gently remind it. Are you still walking and talking with ease? Then comment below, "I still walk and talk every day," to encourage others to begin their journey back. Because keeping this ability means you're holding on to clarity, strength, and independence that many your age are slowly losing. Ability 3, you can balance on one foot for at least 10 seconds. One time, during a routine health check, Leonard's doctor, he's 74 and lives in Oregon, smiled and said, "I'm going to give you a simple test that tells me a lot about longevity." Leonard chuckled. "I thought you were going to hand me a math quiz, but no." The doctor simply said, "Stand on one foot for 10 seconds, without holding on to anything." Leonard, with ease, he even lifted his arms like a retired dancer. The doctor nodded. You'd be surprised. Many people over 70 can't do this. You can try it right now. Stand up straight, lift one foot about 4–6 inches, 10–15 cm off the ground, and hold it for at least 10 seconds, without wobbling, without touching the ground, and without using support. If you can do it, congratulations. You belong to the under 40% of Americans over 70 who still maintain strong neuromotor coordination. According to a study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine, people who are unable to balance on one leg for 10 seconds have an 84% higher risk of dying within the next 10 years compared to those who can. Not because the test itself is magical, but because it reflects the complex coordination of your nervous system, core muscle strength, and spatial awareness. All of these naturally decline with age, but they can be maintained if you train them. We don't fall because of the wind. We fall because we lose balance. And falls are the leading cause of accidental death among adults over 70 in the US. So what can you do? Start like Leonard. Each morning, stand near a kitchen counter or sink. Lift one foot and hold your balance for 5 to 10 seconds. If you need to lightly hold on at first, that's perfectly fine. As you get more comfortable, challenge yourself by closing your eyes. Even a few seconds is enough to give your vestibular system a good workout. And don't forget, if you've ever fallen or are afraid of falling, that's even more reason to practice balance regularly. This isn't just a fitness routine, it's your independence insurance policy for old age. Still balancing with ease? Comment below, "I can still balance," and inspire others in the community to give it a try. Do you still remember the names of people you've just met and recent events? You might be younger than you think. There's something fascinating that a neurologist at Stanford University once shared. Older adults who still remember the names of their conversation partners and details from recent conversations often have a nervous system that's no different from someone in their 40s. It may sound hard to believe, but think about it. How do you feel when someone calls you by name or remembers you told them about your pet dog during a previous meeting? You feel respected, heard, and connected. So what happens when you can do that for someone else? Others see you as warm, mentally sharp, and naturally want to talk and spend time with you. That's exactly why Elaine, the woman we just mentioned, continues to be a grounding presence in her family. At 76, she not only remembers names, but also recalls small stories and emotional details, things that make people feel valued in conversation. She shared that her secret is quite simple. Every evening before bed, she writes down 3 people she interacted with that day and tries to remember a special detail about each one. It's like watering the garden of my memory every day, she says, and I can feel the flowers still blooming in my head. The amazing thing is, you can start anytime, even if your memory is a little fuzzy. The brain still has the ability to form new neural connections, a process called neuroplasticity, and it only takes gentle, consistent training. Here's a small exercise you can try. While watching TV or reading the news, try to remember 3 names mentioned in the content. When shopping, try to remember the name of a familiar vendor and say, "Hello, Ms. Linda," instead of just nodding. When chatting with your grandchild, try to repeat a story they told you a few days ago. They'll be more surprised and touched than you think. Remember, memory isn't just a function, it's a bridge connecting you to the world, and every time you call someone by name or recall a small detail about them, you're sending a powerful message. I'm still here, I still care, I'm still living fully. If you're training your memory every day, leave a comment, "I'm taking care of my brain," so we can encourage each other to keep our minds bright, loving, and full of life. Can you still sleep deeply and wake up feeling refreshed? That's a gift few people over 70 still hold on to: sleeping well. It sounds simple, but for millions of people over 65 in the US, it's a distant dream. They toss and turn, wake up multiple times during the night, and then rise with heavy eyes and a tired mind. But if you can still sleep soundly through the night and wake up with mental clarity, congratulations. You possess one of the rare capabilities linked to longevity well into your 90s. Let's meet Mr. Clifford, 79, who lives in Oregon. A former aerospace engineer, now retired, he lives alone in a small wooden house near the forest. What surprised his doctor wasn't his cholesterol or blood pressure, but his sleep tracking results. In a clinical sleep study, Mr. Clifford scored a sleep efficiency equivalent to that of a 45-year-old man. Every night, he sleeps deeply from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. without waking up, without medication, and every morning, he rises early to tend his garden with a smile. When asked for his secret, he just smiled. "I turn off my phone at 8 p.m., read books instead of watching the news, and I don't eat after 7. Oh, and I take a walk every evening before sunset. Nature puts me to sleep." It sounds unbelievably simple, but it's exactly what modern science is now confirming. According to the Stanford University Sleep Research Center, older adults who sleep well and follow a consistent sleep cycle have a 48% lower risk of cognitive decline, along with better cellular repair and hormonal balance. Meaning, they slow down aging at a biological level. If you're still struggling with sleep, don't worry. Start with these 3 simple steps. Stick to a consistent bedtime and wake-up time, even on weekends. Turn off all electronic devices at least 1 hour before sleep. Keep your bedroom cool, around 64 DEGF/18 DEC, and completely dark. You don't need to force yourself to sleep more, you just need to sleep deeply enough for your brain to flush out toxins, for your heart to rest in rhythm, and for your body to repair at the cellular level. A good night's sleep doesn't just help you live longer. It helps you live each day clearly, alertly, and with enough energy to enjoy every moment, whether you're 70, 75, or 80 years old. Have you had a good night's sleep lately? If yes, leave a comment saying, "I cherish every deep sleep I have," because that is a capability far more worthy of pride than you might think. My dear friend, if you can still do these 5 simple yet incredibly powerful things at age 70, then congratulations. You're not just aging gracefully, you're walking a rare path, one of self-agency, clarity, and enduring vitality. You're different, not because you're stronger, but because you've chosen not to give up on yourself. And if you realize you're not yet able to do all of them, then that's perfectly okay. Because what matters most is that you're listening to your body, you're ready to make changes, and you love yourself enough to begin a new journey. Health, independence, memory, balance, every one of these things can still improve even after 70, as long as you don't give up. I know, sometimes this journey can feel lonely, when old friends have passed on, when your children and grandchildren are busy with their own lives, when you wake up in the morning and your body whispers, "We've slowed down now." But here's the truth, you are not alone. Right here at Senior Life 365, you have a community that's always ready to listen, to support, and to inspire every single day. So if you found this video helpful, don't just watch and walk away. Leave a comment. Tell me, of the 5 abilities we've discussed, how many are you still holding on to? What makes you most proud of yourself at this age? And what video topic would you like me to cover next to walk beside you in your journey toward a healthier, more meaningful life? And if you believe someone you care about needs to hear this, please share this video with them today. Sometimes, just one video can save someone from despair, from giving up, or from a fall that didn't have to happen. Hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of the valuable content coming next. Every video we create is a gentle reminder that growing older is not the end, it's a new chapter. And you deserve to live this chapter with pride, strength, and love. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next video, where we'll explore 7 silent signs your body may be aging faster than you think and how to reverse them starting today. Let's keep walking this road together, because this season of life is never meant to be lonely.